So I have a table here, as you can see. Here are the tasks. Now these are the starting dates of each task and the duration. Now this is the start of task 1 plus the duration, and you'll end up with the end date, which will also be the starting date of task 2, and so on. For same for task 3. For target, if you are on the target phase, of course you have a predetermined uh, duration for a task. And you have here the actual, how the actual operation run went on. So as you can see, there are differences. Actually, in the starting date alone, there's already a difference. And of course, with the duration, you will also find that differences because actual runs doesn't always go with the target plan. As you can see, these durations are in days, and since we have a predetermined target uh, time to be in hours, we have to divide it by 24. Now I want to be the graph to be this way. This would be the first, the second would be this one, and the third would be this one. And I want the graph to be the one, or say even the third one is longer. This means that the first has to be completed before starting the second, and the third should still only be started once the second is completed. Now, most of the time you'll see a Gantt chart to be this way, and that would be helpful for tasks that is not dependent with the current or the previous task. This means that you can start the second task even if the first task is still ongoing or still in progress. And this is not what I want. Okay, so I'm looking for a graph to be this way. Now, to do that, I'm going to click task one there, and I'm going to insert a chart. And that chart would be a horizontal bar chart, the one which is stuck. So I'm going to use this one, chart title, or I can use this one. Yes, you can do this one. Start date. You can do this one. As you can see, it uses all. But if you're going to do that one, as you can see, the x-axis is labeled with values and not date and time. So this is the reason why you have to organize this chart. You have to fix things up. Now I'm going to remove all the data first. Remove them. And I just start with a blank flat area, and then just go into add. The first series would be the kickoff. Now we can write it here, kickoff. And the second series, the series values would be the starting dates, both for target and actual, because we are trying to compare them. Now we are going to add the task one already, and now the series value would be the duration and not the dates. So similarly, if we are going to add task two, now to do this, we are really going to do this individually because this is the only way that the tasks are presented in the manner that I wanted, and that is only by single individually adding them on this data. I do not know how to add them uh, four at a time. I do not know how to do that. Every one at a time. I don't know how to do that. One at a time. Yeah, I can do that. Now I'm going to edit this one into, this is our X values. I'm going to edit that one, and I'm going to select the target and actual as the data label. And as you can see, there are target and actual are there. A while ago, this is just one, and the actual was labeled 2. Now I want this 2 to be in a different order. I want the target to be on top and actual to be at the bottom. Now I'm going to format this axis, and I'm going to click the categories in reverse order. As you can see, they are being put on a reverse order, and also this x-axis label was also transferred at the top of the chart. And as you can see, also it started on December 29, 2022, and that's not making any sense at all. So in order to remove that, we are just going to format this axis. The minimum is 44924. So this is the integer value for the date of 12/29. So we're going to replace this one with January 1. So I've already created here. So why January 1? As you can see, we started at January 1 at 6 a.m. So I want it to be 00. So I wanted to use January 1. And the end dates of task for targets is 3 a.m. and on January 6, while the actual actually completed on January 6 at 14:15. So we can use January 7. So this is January 7. So you can see if you're going to put it on date, that's January 7, and this one is on January 1. So I just wrote these two, and put the format in general so I can have the values, and I could copy that one and transfer it here, and it should start at January 1. As you can see, it started January 1 and it should end uh, on January 7, January 700, as you can see it there. Now it's important that your labels are in time, or you can also remove the time and just replace it with just purely the date. You can, you can format it the way you want it. So for me, I can use this one, January 23. I know I should use the date. Where is it? There. January 1, January 2, January 2, January 4. I can also where it is here, the major axis. I want it to be in every 12 hours. I'm going to use 0.5, and I want to use the minor axis to be in every 15 minutes, in every 6 hours. So there you go, and I'm going to check on the major type so we'll be able to visualize it better. I wanted to use it on the outside and the minor type to be in the inside, and there you go. You have finally completed a graph with that. And one more concern is you have still here the kickoff, and that's not even a part of any of the tasks. As you can see, the task one is the orange, the gray, the yellow, and the light blue. But this dark blue was just used in trying to put the task one right on place so that the graph would be able to identify when task one starts. Now, if I'm going to remove this by just clicking delete, so you can see all of the graph are being deleted. If I'm going to right click on it and delete, it's still, everything's being deleted. So we cannot do that one. Control Z. So what we're going to do is just let that chunk of graph be there, but for the purpose of presentation, we want it to be not seen and to be ignored, and that in that case, we are going to change its fill into no fill. So there you go, just gone. And of course, we are going to remove the kickoff, not to, and for us not to confuse the viewers. And so you're left with a task. Now it's better to compare them. You have the data labels, but if you put the data labels again, the kickoff value is again there, so we are going to delete it. And then if you want to put on the series name, you can just do it. Add more options, add the series name, and the problem is this: you're going to do it one by one again. I don't know how to do that, all of them at once. I don't know how to do that, but I just do it one at a time. It's tedious, yeah. It gives you the, at least it gives me the look that I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm just going to right there. Now you can actually compare the target and the actual. And as you can see, but just by looking at it alone, you'll already notice that the actual time for task one, starting task one, is a bit later than the target. And then that gives you the reason to ask why, and it gives you the, the signal to look for the reason why. As we always say, we always wanted the actual run to be, as much as possible, jives with the target plan. And so that's it. I hope you were able to capture the manner if I was able to complete to come up with this graph, and I'm still hoping that you could somehow find a way to make it simpler, to make it faster. So thank you. I hope you were able to get the idea of it.